Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel The Trading Game, the channel where you get all the stock market related information, news and financial education. So in today's video, we will be talking about Infosys. We'll be doing the analysis of this Infosys stock, and as you can see, today was the IT day, tech day. Basically all the IT stocks went up. So we'll be doing the analysis of this particular stock. And before that, as usual, let's just look at the market update today. What happened in the market, especially with the Nifty and Bank Nifty, and how the top gainers and losers behaved. Okay, we will be looking into that. And before going further, I just request the new people here who are watching this channel for the first time, please do subscribe the channel so that I get some motivation to do further good videos for you. Okay, and please do hit a like button over there. Okay, so coming to the Nifty update, so you can see here it was a big gap up today. It was almost like kind of a 90 points gap up, wherein yesterday it had closed at 10,288 and it opened at 10,378, which was 90 points gap up. From there, it made a high of 10,409 and a low of 311, and it closed at 1083, which is exactly flat from the opening. So whatever that opening was there 378, it almost closed at the same point at 383. So which is a kind of a doji for this particular day. And it is even though it is considering yesterday's close, it is up 94 points, which is 0.91 percentage. Okay, so now let's look into Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty again, here also it was a big gap up, more than 1 percentage. So you can see here a previous close was 10,506 and it opened at 21,506 was the previous close, and it opened at 21,735, which is almost 230 points. Okay, from there it made a high immediately in the first few minutes. It made a high of 21,784. From there, it came bit on the downside at 21,320. It made a low, but from there, however, it recovered in the last half an hour, and it closed at around 85 points, which is at 0.4% from yesterday's close. So looking at both the indices, they closed, even though it looked like they closed positive, but considering the gap up, they are at least Nifty is kind of flat, but Bank Nifty is kind of zero point 0.6 or zero point 0.7 percentage. It closed on the lower side considering the opening. Okay, so with that, let's look into the gainers and losers of the day. The gainers were Ujjivan, which is running quite a bit in the last few days. It gained around 7 point odd percentage, and Infosys, which we'll be talking about today, closed at 748, which is 6.8 percentage. And you can see BPCL closing almost 6.5 percentage. And TCS again, IT stock, it closed at 5 percentage at 2118, and IOC 4.82. So if you look at this, there are like two stocks from IT and two from oil, and one Ujjivan, obviously it is a banking, but it is going a bit high on the recent days. Okay, so let's look into the losers of the day. Infratel was the loser, wherein it closed 3.5 percentage, and Apollo Hospital was the next one, closed at 1388, which is down 3.4 percentage. And PVR, I think there was some news in this talk about that popcorn increase in tax for popcorn. So that was a big hit for this. It looked like, especially looking at the numbers. So it closed at 1026, which is 3.4 percentage minus. And Bajaj Finance, which ran quite a bit in the last few days, it closed down 3.39 percentage at 2903. And you can see Kotak Bank, so it closed at 1340, which is down 3 percentage. And this was the stock which pulled Bank Nifty on the downside a bit. Okay, so with that, let's start the analysis. Let's look into the analysis. But before that, for the new people who are here, just wanted to like mention few things here. I generally deal with different indicators for different stocks. So basically, what I found out in my last few years of trading experience is that no indicators works on everything. So that means there are n number of indicators, but that doesn't mean that indicators, single indicator works on everything. But we need to find that indicator which works on specific stocks, meaning some there will be an indicator definitely working for particular stock and we need to find that. So my task here is, or my small effort here is to just tell you guys which particular indicator or technical indicator is working for a stock. So I'm picking the stocks for you just to let you know that something is working on that particular stock. Okay, so that is my small effort here. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are new here, please do subscribe the channel. Now here we are into Infosys daily chart, and we are having the chart since last January. Okay, so and as you can see, I have applied 150 simple moving average. So this is the difference. So now earlier in the earlier my videos, I used to come up with exponential moving average, which was working good on the stocks, and I have looked into that and I have pulled those. But here for the Infosys, exponential didn't work as for per my research. So, but 150 simple moving average looks like it works good. And you can see here, so we are looking the data from last January, or even if we can go back sometime, so you can see here clearly like how exactly it is behaving with respect to that 150 EMA. So you can see last year around this August September timeframe, it was continuously on the upside, but there was some bad news for the stock wherein it opened gap down and continuously it moved on the lower side. And from there you can see here from there it started to move up, but there was a kind of resistance here somewhere around this line, but however once it crossed up, so it continuously moved on the upside for a month or so. But after that, immediately, as you can see here, once it crossed below this level and sustained there for a few days, and you can see the drop, how exactly it dropped from there. And after that, around this April time frame, it tried to touch that, cross that, but it was a failure. And again, the same thing happened in the month of June. So it tried, I mean, when I say June, earlier this month, so it tried to cross that, but it was a failure, as you can see here. And however, once again it tried touching that like a few days back, and again it was a failure. But as you might be knowing that whenever there is a resistance or support, the stock should cross that and should trade comfortably above or below for a certain, at least some 3 to 4 candles. Then only it is considered as a bullish or bearish. Okay, so meaning once it is coming from here, from downside to upside, the stock should significantly trade sometime here above that line. Then only it is considered as bullish. So now you can see here only one candle crossed, but it was not able to go upside on the line. Even though the candles crossed here, I mean, they didn't actually cross the line. So they were trading on the line, but they were not able to cross the line. Even though this candle crossed the line, it was not able to sustain. See here, the high what it made here, almost the second day also it was the same, and again from there the fall happened. So you can see the same case here wherein it didn't sustain about the line. So it looks like now it made a big candle here. We have a big gap here, which is 706 or 707, whatever the number is. From there 740, which is around 40 points. There is a big gap. In the coming few days, it will consolidate here for some time, which is around this 740 area. So it might be around 770 to 720 is what the area I'm looking for. But when you ask me for the target, so my target for this stock will be somewhere here, because I'm having a stiff resistance earlier, which is that around 810 mark. So uh, this particular area wherein you see the support last time where it touched, where it made a high. So my next target will be around that 790 800 mark. And if it comes down, so I will definitely buy the stock if I get it around this value, which is like around 715 range. If it by any chance if it comes down, I'll be buying this stock for a target of 800 rupees. Okay, so hope that you got something out of this video, and please do comment your opinion what exactly the stock more might look like in the coming 1 or 2 months. Okay, so with that, let me conclude the video. Please do hit the like button if you like the video. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.